Western Creek, Australia, Mac McLean. And facing Mac this afternoon, former world champion and current world number 5, David Gourley. Remember the 5th of November, there should be fireworks, and this one from Mac should be a cracker. Paul Mitchell and David Corkhill are up in the commentary box.
Indeed we are, and we're really wondering what to expect from this young man from Australia. He beat Charlie Slavich en route to getting here in the qualifiers, an Australian player who's played over here in the World Bowls Tour, but he's really an unknown quantity to us.
Well, he is. The previous qualifiers that have knocked out seeds in this match or in this event, we weren't really that surprised about, to be honest. But obviously, knocking Greg out was a massive surprise. David Gourley's watched him. He feels that he's a dangerous player, and of course, he's got great experience in terms of Australia, David Gourley. So he knows what he's up against. He's up against a guy that will play the draw-drive game. And what has he got to lose?
Absolutely, a bit of swashbuckling will be showing from the Aussie, and we await with interest. So Mac McLean up against David Gourley. And the final match of the round 2 games. There's great competition amongst the PBA players in Australia to get to these events, come through their state event and then come to the national qualifiers. Ben Twist will represent Australia in the World Indoor Singles in January.
He's a good player, Twisty. He's plays out of St John's Wood Club in Sydney, and he's been there before, so nothing new for him, but he's a very good young player. No classic style with regards to Mac McLean. His delivery's more like a UK player. Just the way he gets the ball away. But because most of the Australians have the in the groove style, as they call it. And David Gourley's normal tactics would be in a match like this is just to keep things nice and tight with regards to start of the game, because for him it'll be about putting balls in the head. If he's going to lose a single, wait for his lesser experienced opponent to play the odd bad end. Yeah, he's made the adjustment with this one, just needs it to stop. Very good. That'll do. It's worth David arriving at this with a little bit of weight. Doesn't have to just draw for the single. He can reach up to the jack and turn it. Yep, he's going for the runner for that reason, and it's on his forehand. He's got the ball. Oh, he just got the edge. So close.
Yeah, a little bit lucky there. David Gourley. So Mac McLean with a perfect start. Looking at 2 up on the boards. There's an advantage for David Gourley to be able to watch the match that Mac McLean played against Greg Harlow. Played very well by all accounts. Taking care of the Englishman. Well, he won the first set 6-5, hammered in the second, but then decided to come over in the tiebreak, and he did really well.
That can happen so often. It's, an overseas player in particular, the first set they must win it, because chances are that the top-seeded player will come back at you really hard in the second set. And then the tie-break, well, anything's possible in a tie-break. But you cannot take anything for granted. Some of the qualifiers coming through now are very, very good indeed. Correction of the second ball. So you're saying he plays on a synthetic surface back home, and that will have helped. Certainly the speed of this indoor rink will not cause Mac McClain any issues whatsoever. But a nice little double to get off for the Aussie. Wanted to follow it up just a bit more.
2 green.
Oh, David, goodness me, it's great grouping, but not when they're 3-4 feet behind the jack.
Just not making that alteration there.
It's another opportunity, just to drop behind the jack. Certainly looks better. Oh, this is good. His third shot.
It's all about adjustment. Holes 1, 2 and 3 are clustered.
Oh, I tell you what, he's struggling a little bit with this. Oh dear, that's a really bad end for David Gurley.
3 shots to Mac McClain.
Oh, very cheap 3.
Yeah, didn't have to work hard for it at all. But it's popped away in the bank, and a 5-0 lead comes for Mac McClain. I do like the Australian sense of confidence, David. I was reading that Canberra Times online, they were talking about Mac McClain coming to Scotland, say, you know, he plays Greg Harlow, former world champion, but they did say in the article, mind you, if he gets past him.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing another ex-world champion, David Gurley. You know, it's if he gets past him, well, you know, it was a big shock, I have to say, but well, every event provides different types of shocks, and it's been no different in this one.
Nearly 2 feet.
First ball not quite working for David Gurley yet.
No, not yet. He's saying in his profile that his favourite club was Warilla Bowling Club. Very well known Warilla. Well, David changing just to try and get something close. Anything around the ball is just perfect. Here it comes. Oh, he's still got that extra bit of weight. Hasn't managed to drop that weight to jack length yet. But you have to love Mac's player profile. You know, hometown's not there, but outdoor green, Western Creek, Australia. How many creeks are there in Australia?
There's one or two in the west as well.
I would imagine so.
So David Gurley just looking to take a little off the last.
Still struggling. Oh, dear me, David, what on earth are you doing? You're gripping the ball so well, but no, it's just so far away.
2.
2 down. Well, if you're going to struggle, struggle at the start. Don't struggle at the end. But Mac's my sort of guy. He's got an avid interest in cars. Brilliant. Just right. I'll have to sit down and have a chat with him later.
Well, if he's a typical Aussie, he'll have an interest in beer as well, so I'm sure he'll be able to share. Just having a look, you talk about Western Creek. There's one in Tasmania, Queensland.
Green.
Yeah.
Green.
There's a fair few around.
Yeah, it doesn't really narrow it down, does it, when it's Western Creek, Australia?
Yeah, the Capital Territories have got one as well.
Oh, well, there you go. You see, it's, I did look at it, and when it was sort of sent to me at home when I was looking at it, I wonder where that is. And then favourite club was Warilla, and I thought, well, maybe, just maybe, he's not too far away from there, but it's not the case. He's down in Canberra, and David overcorrected again with the last ball. Good grief.
Well, it's not been the start that David Gurley was expecting. But he is in a big, big hole at the start of this opening set.
Well, it's a 2, but it could easily have been more. David should have been about 10-0 down by now. After 3 ends, still 6 to go, and there's time to come back. Mac's not peppering the jack by any means. But David's struggling. And just as I say that, he bangs one right on it. Good lad. But he's very right about the young players in Australia that are coming through. A strong youth policy. David, once again, losing his way. Gurley, of course, from Scotland, but does hold an Australian passport, having spent many years out there. It won't be long before he returns to what I think is one of the greatest countries in the world. It's my favourite place.
You played out.
Yeah, I've been there a lot over the years, and still enjoy going back. It's a long journey, but I like the people, love the weather. And of course, the next Commonwealth Games will be out there. So
Just thinking that the Gold Coast,
yeah,
2018.
beautiful place. Try and get over to that and spend a week up in Maroochydore, somewhere like Mooloolaba, up the coast. Be lovely. Now, David, can you get into anything? Because at the moment, Mac's let you off the hook by not putting his next 2 bowls in. This is probably his best bowl of the match so far. Yep, it is.
1 green.
Yeah, when you're not knocking them on and your opponent isn't punishing you, which he's not done at this end. He has at the others, to be fair.
Oh dear.
His weight's gone walkabout now.
Just over an inch.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if David tries to wing this bowl out, because he's got 2 seconds. And that's what he's going for. Now, is he giving it time? Nope. And I'll tell you what, David Gurley doesn't miss many forehand runners. He missed that by a bit of a
One
distance.
shot, Matt McLean.
The beer will be flowing back home in Oz at this time of night.
Oh, Matt McLean. Just very comfortable, very confident, not been put under any pressure so far. Thought he spoke in the interview, very confident.
Typical Aussie.
Yeah.
Good lad, you know, likes the gym, outdoor life, likes cars. What's not to like?
So again, going for the fullest length possible. Dropping that short. Well, David Gurley will feel he has to get in here. The journey set starts now.
Well, at the moment, Mike's not really playing that well, so you're sort of thinking if David can get his first 2 bowls going, he could get back into this set very, very quickly. But you know, you have to get that first bowl within 6-8 inches. That's just not what he's doing at the moment. He's made it very clear that he wants to concentrate on his bowling this season, following the last 3 years of working with the Scotland team. Good adjustment.
Better from David Gurley.
Yes, and he's using those red bowls, which are actually belong to Les Gillett.
Yeah, just noticed that as it came in, the word razor.
Yeah, he often uses those. He uses the green ones as well of Razor. Les has left him in the pool bowls. Been around for a long time.
Les Gillett, the English player who's done well. He's in the last 8, nickname of Razor.
Oh, David, goodness me. That was meant to be a repeat of the second delivery.
Just hasn't caught his weight.
He's got a good memory, David. Normally you put one down, he'll put the next 2, 3 beside it, but struggling at the moment. Mac prepared to keep drawing, but there's no way that one's going to be up. It's more of a blocker than getting up to the jack. Yep, coming across, almost blocked that forehand.
Last ball of the end.
Wow.
Just looking to beat the best green ball. That's almost his jack at the moment.
Yeah, it's a spare shot chance. That's how we're blocking the way in.
Yep.
Good, bad one. It sort of ends up that way sometimes. But David Gurley's on the card. He's still second favourite for this set at 8-1. Let's see what he does with this mat. He's put up just a little bit. Looks like he's lengthening it through to full jack.
Yeah, Matt's not greatly. 28.5 or something like that it will be.
Yeah, just a metre short of full.
Now, there was no extreme change in distance.
A better first ball. David Gurley, 48. Back to 21 is when David was making his impact on international bowls, so it just shows you what the difference is in terms of experience.
Now, there's one thing for sure, David Gurley's been in this kind of position more than a couple of times in his career, and he's recovered.
Yes, it's 96 when he won the World Singles, so it's nearly 20 years ago.
2 red.
It's better.
Unbelievable to think it's that long ago. I can remember when he won it.
It's actually quite great to see that there's, there's 2 or 3 players who won in the 90s still playing at a very good level. John Price, Andy
Yep.
Thompson.
Absolutely. John now 54, which I always like to remind him of. Andy Thompson, he's about 57 now, Andy, and he just accepts it now. We can't tease him anymore. It's worn its way out.
Still playing as well as ever. Terrific this morning against Stuart Anderson.
Now, Matt, can you get in with this forehand? Rest the ball, turn the jack. It's what you're looking for. You're on a very good line. Just under the weight, I feel. Yes, there it goes, but a good second. And set up a chance for his last ball.
1 red.
Good effort, but more signs of David Gurley coming back now. Interesting shot here from Mark, because he can just put a little bit on his last ball if he wants, as we see David Gurley going down shaking his head, or he can drive the 2 balls. He's got the angle to come off it, drive the 2 red balls and come off onto the green, or sorry, onto the other red ball, take all 3 out. Yeah, but he's playing with strong weight. Oh, he's underlined.
Just come across, almost clipped himself in, almost got the lucky little wick.
Anything wide was good. Thought he might have played that a bit more aggressive.
Was quite controlled.
You know, the angle was absolutely perfect to take all 3 red balls out and leave 3.
Yeah, just on the wrong side. Missed by quite a bit there.
They're normally very accurate, the Aussies. That was a hard weight to play. Measure for the second. Alan Thornhill sorting things out.
1 shot, David Gurley.
Just the one. 6 shots, 3 ends. Doable, but he needs a big end to do it. Really big end.
So the final match of round 2 of the Scottish International Open, featuring the unseeded Mac McLean, the qualifier from Australia, against the number 5 seed David Gurley. And in terms of seeds who have made it through to the last 8, seeds 1, 2 and 3 have reached there. Nicky Brett, Paul Foster, Robert Paxton. Good start from David Gurley. Needs to build a count here.
Well, David's arrived.
We'll be thinking better late than never. Almost a boxing stance from Mark McLean as he let that one go.
Well, he's totally different in terms of the delivery that the normal Australians would be. But look at this, just a drop off, it falls back. Really good recovery goal after the first one, with 2 against.
1 red.
The red. David's target will be just to try and keep this set going, if he can. Keep Mac out there as long as possible so he can find his form. Oh dear, David.
Well under. Looked bad from the mat.
That's another bad one. Tracking down on the inside line. You just can't afford to try and steer the ball. You have to push it out and just let it do its work on the bias. Struggling. Chance here for Mag if he wants to play it.
Yeah, I'll be having a look at this. He's got the best back pull.
Well, it's the sort of shot you want to play to win it. So, you know, you've got the ball onto the red, push it out, miss that, you get it onto the jack back here. Worth a couple of shots. Certainly with enough weight to do it.
Spotted the shot. He's just overplayed the weight.
Yeah.
It's not going to drift back in from there.
1 shot, David Gurley.
Well, the only thing is that Mac's keeping David Gurley to single shots. I'd be quite happy to lose another single or 2 and walk away with the first set, guaranteeing the tie break. And David's just not playing well enough to pick up a 3 or 4 that he really needs.
So David Gurley, who's played in the Scottish International Open in all its various guises, needs to try and get a count here. 3 you would suspect he needs, certainly 2. And Mark McLean's in the position of knowing doesn't have to be spectacular here, just defend.
That's a good starter. Well done. 2 good balls.
Needs to come inside, has done so.
And that's what we expected from David Gurley from the first or second end, but just hasn't been available to him. Oh dear, that's not where you want to be. Even deep there would have been good. Give him a chance to run the jack through. David still trying to reach his own ball. Doesn't want to hit the green one closer, but he's in a good position back there. Still 1 to red. Well, like you've played 1 good ball here, and at the moment you're getting away with it, but I think David Gurley will see a little sniff of a chance, bowl on the ball, rest it off with a couple of feet or a yard. Eli's 4 shots. That's the break he's looking for, but he needs a big ball to play it. Don't think he's got any choice. I think he has to go for this.
I think he will not get a better chance in the final end to score. Here he comes, the little runner, just wants his own.
Edge of the green one would do. Oh, well, he's just moved it out enough to get a double, I think.
Looks like 2 in there.
Another couple of rolls, he would have made the 3, but he was after the front bowl. That was the second best, was the edge of the green. Fairly confident that it's 2 to red. What are you playing? Inside the line with a little bit of weight, trying to control it on the way back in again. Bit of work to do this ball. Oh, he's not even trying with the extra weight, he's just trying to draw it. I'm not sure about that shot, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like quite a wide target. Ball, jack, ball.
All sorts of things could have happened. He'd have been very unlucky to have taken his own out without taking
2
a red
shots,
out.
David Gurley.
You know, I think in that situation, Paul, you're sort of saying, well, at worst, will I be 1 more down? Well, the chances are to get his own ball out, he couldn't have been more down.
I'm surprised.
The most it would have been a double. So,
Well, chose not to come down and play the heavier shot, trusting in his draw. Wasn't far away, you got to credit him for that, but far enough.
yeah, wrong shot, just a little bit of inexperience. He could have won the set there. Now he's got the last end to play, and although the way it's been going, David hasn't really looked as if he's had much of a chance of getting more than 1 or 2.
He's picked up 4 straight ends now, David Gurley, having lost the opening 4.
All of a sudden he's decided to arrive here at the Jurors and put up a bit of resistance to the Aussie. Don't be short, Mark, because if you've got a big drive available, and we know you do, you don't want to be down there to get out of trouble. And probably what he's just been thinking about is that that's not the place to be.
Straight down the middle there. Just blocking so many options off when it comes to it. Let's see what David Gurley can do. Just get the feeling he senses he could get this.
He's probably got a sniff of a fight. No, oh, David, what are you doing with this one? Are you there? If you're there, it's good. Yep, he is indeed. A bit of a sniff of a chance to get something out of this set. My goodness, he's just trying to draw this. That surprises me.
Just wants to get one in.
Brilliant ball if he could drop inside it. Well, he's narrowed the target down by almost a full bowl. I thought he might have had a drive at those 2. Take them out and that's it. Gone.
Well, that's right, just one off the rink. Well, he talked about using the heavy shot when it was there. It was there for him.
Same in the interview when he said, don't get on the plane thinking you should have been playing shots and attacking things. And David Gurley, just drifting through, but he's still in with a chance. But, although he can't attack now because there's only 2, he must just draw this.
Little shake of the head for David Gurley. Knows that was a missed chance, putting that one just a little bit further through.
Massive missed chance. Dropping another one in. He's even better with this one. Oh, this is a great ball, this one. Great ball. Well done. That probably should be the end of the opportunity now for David Gurley.
Well, David Gurley probably use a timeout here, and why not? He's going to have a look at this. That's a great ball though from Mac McLean. Just a little rest.
Well, David's looking to probably see if he can extend the jack through in any way possible. The backhand doesn't look too clever.
David has 4 timeouts remaining.
You know, the trouble with the forehand is, and this is where the issue is for David, that jack is just, he's more than likely going to crunch it. If the jack had been just a little bit more level on the red ball, he had a chance to push it through for 4, but it's short of the ball, and that makes it really difficult. He's just going for the careful draw to try and rest into it. Slight move of the jack to make 3. Here it comes, making its way down.
Oh, he's trying to be perfect. He gave that a real go.
Will he drop? Oh, has he dropped it to the green ball? I think he has.
Look to the heavens. There was nothing kind about that. Sandra McLeish, the marker.
1 shot, David Gurley. First set to Mac McLean.
Oh, that was a horrible result from a brilliant effort, I have to say. Couldn't go to extend the jack through, had to go for the perfect draw. And the ball fell back on the jack.
Well, David Gurley may have won more ends in the sets, but he does. The 8 shots conceded in the first 4 ends done for him. This, you couldn't have asked for much more. In it came, just wanted to stop, and of course it just nestled on the middle ball and enough to take it forward.
That was it. He wanted the ball, not the jack. If he'd have rested on the ball, it would have been 3. But fine margins.
Tell you what, it would have been very interesting then to see what Mac McLean would have done on this final ball, because it would have been one heck of a pressured shot.
Oh, it certainly would. But all Mac at the start of the set. David was walkabout somewhere, probably around Western Creek. Decided to come back home to Perth and turned up for the last 4 or 5 ends. That's going to make this set very interesting.
Well, will it follow the template of his first match where he edged out Greg Harlow by a single shot in the opening set and then dropped the second very heavily indeed?
There. With the first ball you understand, but the second ball has to be adjusted if you're some 4 feet away from the jack. It's leaving the door open for David just to draw in.
Be ready.
Looking better.
Second ball, that ball's very steady on the way back. It's
1 red.
certainly looks to me to be a narrow bias. Well, he wants to miss the jack. Green ball fell. I don't think it would have made any difference, to be truthful with you. Just dropped in. There's still 1 red.
McLean, this ball in hand, will travel.
overseas players do that. Used to be against the rules.
That's right.
Yeah, a long time ago, but fortunately it was amended. Very similar to his last ball. He's on the outside of the mat to help the ball back, which he needs to be. It's a narrow bias. Oh, he's just dropping short. David moved away to get the mat. He knew that wasn't there.
One shot to David Gourley.
So David Gourley takes the opening end of the second set. He's been out in round 2 to the last 2 years. Last quarter-finalist in 2011 here in Perth.
Needs to get these first 2 balls going. It's all right to get in with your 3rd or 4th in 1 or 2 ends, but you can't keep dipping into that well for recovery balls all the time. Eventually it will dry up. David knew that was heavy. Click of the fingers out of the hand.
Oh, it was coming so easy for Mac McLean at the opening to the match. Bowling nicely to the jack, not under a great deal of pressure. Just lost his way at the moment, and now he looks like he's working hard.
Well, you know, he's a long way away on the forehand. I'm surprised he's not playing the backhand, to be honest, but he'll probably change depending on where this ball goes.
Shows the way in.
Well, I still think he should change under the backhand anyway. Oh, he played a couple of good balls this way. Doesn't waste any time. But he has to be reaching. He's over-correcting, you see, thinking it's quicker than what it is. He's getting caught. Short balls.
That's the old line, isn't it? The 2 things that'll make you lose a bowling match. First is short balls, and the second is short balls.
Yep. The way it works. The other thing is that, from all accounts, Mac's got a big drive on him. I didn't see the first game, so I don't know, but that's what I'd heard. And by playing the short balls, he's taken away that opportunity to play those sort of shots. You know, he probably needs to open the shoulders and try a couple of heavy drives down.
Well, he's trying to go into recovery mode when he's well out. He should cut one off, and that would be about it.
That's what I was saying,
3
Paul, you
shots to
know,
David Gourley.
the well of good recovery balls dries up very quickly if you're not careful.
Well, just the start that David Gourley was looking for. Up against the former Australian junior champion and Mac McLean. Gourley will be getting into the groove.
Great name though, isn't it? Mac McLean. I wonder where he's from originally.
It's almost like a stage name, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's a sort of stand-up,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? Let's welcome onto the stage, Mac McLean. You know, it's just a great name.
Does have that ring about it.
I'm surprised he hasn't been doing some work while he's been here trying to find out. I think his dad might be Kiwi as well, actually. Wouldn't want to say that without knowing it. Absolutely, but one of the guys was telling me.
Well, at the moment, it doesn't look like he's got the push that he needs. He's in trouble.
Needs to start thinking about getting that first ball deep. This looks better. This looks a lot better. Yep, it's there.
5 inches.
Last ball shot,
Yeah. Yes, 1 green.
Pause for thought for David Gurley. Could have come off the forehand and tried to run the jack and knock the ball.
Just lacking weight.
Felt he could get round it.
Just don't start steering the ball, Mag. Try and push it out. Let it do the work. David will have a look at this. Try and see if there's anything available to him.
Yeah, I'll call a timeout when the time comes.
He's going down to look to see what's really available, but to me it looks like a forehand shot now. Just the backhand's got a draw on it, but the forehand you can drop into the jack. Try and move it back into this direction. There's no reason why, if it comes to that ball, probably secure
It
2,
has 3 timeouts remaining.
but you know, I just can't see him getting it in the backhand. It's just a very, very perfect draw with line and weight. The forehand opens up a couple of different opportunities. It's all about getting back now. Needs to bend quickly. Ball and then drop back. Maybe, could be.
On red.
Yes, didn't get to the jack. Well, Max playing this in the backhand again.
I thought you were coming in for the jack.
Well, it's possible. No reason why not, I suppose.
Promote his own. All round the comes. Doesn't have enough push, I think. Oh,
He just needed a little tap on the ball to drop it down. Good effort, I have to say, but no, he's relying on that one ball in there. David Gurley wasting absolutely no time. Margaret barely started to walk down the rink and he was away.
keeping things at a very high tempo. As David Gurley's found his rhythm, just wants to keep going. Good again.
Short again, first delivery, and he's killing himself with these short balls.
It's almost like he's at the stage where he should just be telling himself, look, I'm targets 2 feet past, 3 feet past, and just get one behind.
There's the adjustment ball. He does that every end. It's pretty handy, but he's been struggling to do it in the second set.
Almost an
It
inch.
was a really good bowl.
He's been waiting to bowl 3 off and bowl 4.
It's not going to be easy to beat either. The way it's silly.
David Gurley's got a chance with this. And he comes, little nick. Oh! Just a rub, not a nick, and didn't take it through.
Now, Mark, another one in, and if you miss your own bowl, come behind. It's a really good delivery. Yeah, he's out on a good enough line. It's all about weight. Just needs to run here. Oh dear, my goodness. You know, that's
1 green.
well, anything through the jack was good. David going for the bowl on the bowl plant. And he's in the area for something. Needs a rub though. Oh, you're just inside it. David normally has a very high percentage of hits when he plays the runners, but not today.
Just 1 out of 3 at the moment.
It's nothing like an Australian delivery, that. Most unusual. Good to see it though. Now you've got a chance.
Especially when you can do that.
There's 2 brilliant balls in there, and
2 shots to Mac McLean.
second and fourth.
And he gets his hands on the mat for the first time in this second set. Beautifully done.
That wasn't an easy spare shot by any means.
And David Gurley saw it all the way. Well, if Mac McLean can put out second former world champion, I think the Canberra Times will be making note of it.
Now that's better. Back onto his favourite length. First ball close. That's the idea. Good reply. Let's see what balls Mark McLean's using. It looks like he might be using a classic actually, and that's a fairly narrow bowl.
Plenty of sets of balls available to the players. They'll try 2 or 3, decide what suits them.
Oh, that's really good now. David might be tempted with this. Go early. Yes, he is. Forehand runner. Bowl away. Jack might go. Yep, and set out into the open. Toucher will be in the ditch. The other bowl will be lifted. So we get the debris all sorted before the shot clock can start. We'll barely get started before Mac goes. There we go. Yep, 3 seconds.
2 of the quickest players around at the moment. They are just on the mat and away.
He doesn't want to drift too far away. It's not bad. Securing the shot. David certainly very wide. Also reflects the strong he's got, but I don't think he's got the running. Nope.
Yeah, I thought McLean would try come down the other side.
Well, with his straight line ball, he doesn't really need to worry too much about the front red one, but it lends itself to this forehand coming across the rink. Just about sneaked in, I think.
4 feet. 4 feet. Yes.
Well, again, he'll push this right out. Using every scrap of carpet out there.
Yeah, find the line okay. It's all about weight. 4 feet on it. Looks like he's there. 2 bites at it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to miss with that one.
1 shot to David Gourley.
So David Gourley just getting the better of those things in this second set. Well, despite the fact he's been doing a lot of coaching work in recent times, in his last 10 World Bowls Tour singles tournaments, quarter-final or better 6 times. Really good consistency from David Gourley. And he's in again with his opening ball.
Red.
It's a good ball. Right in front of the jack. Well, Mag looks to have pushed this out on a good line. It's all about weight. Got to be close. Got to be close. Oh, yes. All the way, my lad. All the way.
No.
The gap,
Almost half an inch.
half an inch.
Wow.
Looked like it was
That's gone now.
wafer thin and it's now fallen down. So it's now a toucher. And it's now about an inch and a bit.
Well, it's actually better for David. So it's dropped down. Needs to make it past the front one. Once he's past that, he's close.
Look, just that touch too thin there. Without the weight
Wondering.
to bring it round.
Once again, Mike's getting that ball in the middle of the red ones, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do to make sure that David Gourley doesn't get away from him. He's still in this set at 6-2. Backhand is open for David. Yeah, the forehand's really clogged up now. He's got no back position, so he can't afford to run at it. So, draw the shot or get a really, really good second. It's coming in now. Has he got the weight though to drop back?
If it falls, he's got the shot.
Oh, it's got to fall now. Yeah, it looked like it was falling. That was a very good ball. No, there was no options there, but to draw it absolutely within an inch or two of the jack, and no margin of error whatsoever. Oh, Mac, what do you want to do? Because you've got the back position this time. Wow, got the weight on that line. Looks narrow to me.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just going to drift away. What a great ball, though. From
One shot to
two
David
great
Gurley.
balls from each player. Good head of balls. Gurley lifting the shot.
What's a massive difference, you know, 6-3, 7-2. When you've only got 3 ends to go.
David Gurley has won 9 of the last 10 ends. That's how much the game has swung.
Yeah, that's what. So saying, you know, he was wandering about somewhere first few ends, and so we see this ball coming in again. As soon as it got to this position, it had the drop to get it. There we go. Now you see Les Gillis' name on the balls.
And Les will tell you that's where they used to be, right beside the jack.
Well, he's doing well this time,
He is.
I have to say. You know, we used to tease Les and say, you know, it's just as well the balls got into the quarter-final because he wasn't there. But he always took it well, I have to say. I put a photograph of Les. We take to the World Championships. He's a bit of a hero for some of the production crowd.
He's a bit of a hero at the moment locally because he's through to the last 8. One remaining place up for grabs. Will it be 5th seed David Gurley, or the unseeded Australian qualifier Matt McLean? Will not have escaped his notice. One of the last 10 ends. It's not really a good state of mind to be going into a potential tiebreak.
No, but that's what happened the last time. You think about the first game as well. You know, second set and won the tiebreak, and so we see David Gurley dropping another one in. Oh, that's very good. It's not allowing the Australian to settle now. Oh, this set's still got a way to go.
One red.
Oh. The hand of the moment for David Gurley.
Yes, he's just been playing his way into this match. He left it a bit late on the first set. Got a chance with this off his own ball. Oh, drop. Very close. Good second.
One red.
I think David will play the backhand now and just stay away from this. There's no need to go into it. As David got on to the backhand.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to be.
Well, there's a couple of options here, but the best one, really, for Mark is to get to the edge of that ball to ease out the red. The difficulty is if he gets to the jack, it's always going to be coming over into this position, and that's where the problem is. But he's got no choice. He's got certainly not to lose at this stage. You know, 8-2 with 2 ends to go is just not clever. If he's able to get half bowl high on this ball, he should be able to for a double. And 7-4 with 2 ends to go is very doable.
Well, I certainly feel like it, taking his first time out of the match. The first time we've seen him come down with a bit of weight.
That's not really the weight I was thinking of.
More a running weight than much else. David Gerlich
2 shots, David Gurley.
Yeah,
will take the 2, and the set is all but away.
that's more or less it over. I was thinking more of a couple of yards on that. It's a harder shot to play, but it didn't look really as if that was going to work for him with that sort of weight. Good runner, though, on the target.
Yep. We're looking at a tie break. We've not had one of them in, well, hours.
We love tie breaks. Yes, we love them. Of course we do. We just think they're so good.
They're good fun. We enjoy them. I'm sure the players do, in some sense. There again, David Gerlich, just retaining his form at the moment.
Well, David Gurley just be keeping this one tight. He's can afford to lose 2 shots. And we'll be into the tie break. Won't want to go into the last end of this set. Mike's having different ideas about that because he's dropping another one in. Hey, all of a sudden the first 2 balls are working.
That's the best of the set so far. Just as you're coming towards a tie break, that's not a bad idea.
Good timing.
2.
Still a draw for David.
He's well down here.
Yeah, drop off his own ball for second. Closes it down. So a chance for Mike to draw a similar ball to his last. He might just squeeze into the jack, make a treble. Has to give it a chance.
Max ball here, Sanders at Jack High.
That's not bad either. That's a handy one.
Half-inch pass.
Certainly still doable. David Gurley gets another one in here. It won't be, but he's given himself a little chance. There's the Aussie.
He's not getting back in time.
Now there's a couple of wee options here.
Oh, very much so. Get that split. Runs a jack through to there. He's looking at 4 shots, and my goodness me, what a time to play a bowl like that. It's a good chance, this, I have to say. There's a set lie against him, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be reaching it. Just looking to play 2 or 3 feet over the weight. Oh, come on, Mac, don't be short.
Short a mile. You could see it, couldn't you?
1 shot,
Second to
Mark
left
Crane.
his hand.
Second set, David Gurley. Match tie break.
He knew he wasn't anywhere near it. It's just too tentative. Well, David Gurley
Feels it is.
takes the second set.
David won toss, has given the jack to Mac on the first end.
That's one he might be thinking about later. You know, wasn't an easy one, Paul, but like, you're talking about 4 shots there. That would have brought him within 3 shots. You know, anything's possible going into the last end, but it wasn't exactly a match-winning position, but it was an opportunity.
Yeah, a chance gone. Well, he's back on the card. He's 13 ends. Can he win 2 out of the next 3 is the tie break. The 13th tie break of the Scottish International Open. 24 matches played.
It's a good starter. Really good starter. Front knocker. Nice to see. Put his first bowl close now, and
3 inches.
previously to that, he was struggling in this set to put it within 2 yards.
So 3 inches the distance, but what a great opening ball. David Gurley. May come in handy.
It's a tie break, so the one thing you don't want to do with David Gurley is leave him a target.
20 inches past.
He hasn't been at his best with the runners, but I'm going to take that risk. That's why he's thinking about this. He's thinking about playing the bowl, but probably needs another one closer.
Just under the weight on that occasion.
To green.
Deep ball, never wasted.
If he's going to run, he'll run now.
I certainly want to do it with his 3rd ball, but he's so close to it. That's all in terms of what he needs. He has to be reaching. Now, will he get down in time from that height? That's the only thing, because he's slightly over the weight. Nope. And he hasn't got a 2nd ball, which is really what he needed, and now he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
Well, if you're Mac McLean, you just want to come round those 2 red balls, or you try and turn the jack in behind your own.
Timeout call.
And call a timeout and give it some thought.
I honestly
Mac
don't
has 4 timeouts remaining.
think that Mac will play the backhand. I'm not sure he has the confidence to just to draw that jack around the corner. I think he'd be better off just drawing on the forehand to try and miss his own ball. And the only reason for that is that if he drops off it in the backhand and offers a target for David Gurley, you know, it's just the wrong thing to do. So, the right idea, play the forehand. No, he just wants to slide under that or around it. Anything around it would do, but another 2 feet of weight, it would have been perfect, because I can't see David playing with weight on this. Just can't the way that's sitting. I think he'll just narrow it and try and rest the ball out to get onto the jack. Brave shot if he pushes it out on a full line.
Well, he's pushed it out.
Well, this is brave. This is very brave. To get back from here, he's going to have absolutely perfect weight.
He's not bad, you know. Oh!
Well,
It wasn't far away.
he was an inch away, but it's going to be the first ball to the Aussie. That means the first end in the tiebreak.
First end to Mac McLean.
Well, Matt McLean was on the verge of doing what he did to Greg Harlow, winning the first set, losing the second, and then getting the advantage in the opening end of the tiebreak. He beat Greg Harlow 2-0 in the tiebreak. So advantage Australia.
Yes, indeed. One shot to green in the tiebreak. David ball, but there's always that danger of Jack being run into the ditch. Now Mac's got nothing to lose in this second end. He can afford to be as attacking as he desires. You could see signs of it the last end or two of the second set. He started to get his first ball in, and he's kept that now. All of a sudden, it's swung around the other way.
Well, David Gurley lost just 2 ends in the second set. Won the last 5 of the first set. Has been dominating. In the tiebreak, different game. At the moment, the Australian is the happier of the two. So start to work in. Running nicely.
Well, David might be tempted now. Run the jack. 2 balls.
Yep. Little runner.
He's pushed out wide. Just out of the hand that looked wide, and he's missed a few of those. And
Well, the danger was, if you did that, if you came just slightly tighter, you know, it's a good target on that side. He doesn't hide his emotions, the Aussie.
no, he doesn't. Does he? He's all action, isn't he? He's all angles and kicks of the leg and the foot and all the rest. But he's not far away from blocking the running ball, and that's pretty decent because that protects his own too. Now Jack available to him.
He's going again. David Gurley.
Oh, he's narrowed it.
He's going to get a touch.
Yeah, and that's why I said that ball was decent. Yep. You know, Mac wasn't happy with it, but we got the value of it.
Wow. Sandra McLeish's got a lot of work to do, just taking the balls out.
Match lie against David Gurley.
Doesn't want to enhance the target in any way.
Oh, he's played pretty well.
Yep.
He wanted to be a bit deeper than that, but it's good. Now, David's got the respot against him. 2 balls are no good. He has to get the jack, and he's already tried twice.
You've tried twice, missed twice. You take the danger of going for the draw, or just think all or nothing, I'm after it again.
No, he has to go again. Must go again. He's got a chance off the front edge. I think if he plays the same ball as he played the previous one, he could come off the front edge and get back onto the jack. The only danger is being wide.
Mac McLean is on the verge of knocking out another former world champion, another former winner of this event. Big moment for David Gurley.
He needs an edge. Well, he's got it, but I don't think it's going to make it. I have a feeling that even on the measure, that's going to go against him.
Well, they're having a look. That's green to me. David Gurley will come up.
The jack's in, you see, and even on the respot, I think it wouldn't help David. He'll shake hands immediately. That's exactly what he's done.
Well, congratulations to Matt McLean. He's taken care of Greg Harlow. He's now taken care of David Gurley.
Quite extraordinary. Mac McLean knocking out the former world champion. Join us for highlights tonight at 11:45. Woof, what a finish. Bye for now.